It's that time of week again. It's almost Shabbos, Parshas Tetzaveh, and I've got an amazing Dvar Torah for you. So in this week's Parsha, in Perach Chav Ches, Pasuk Daled, it says, Ve'ela ha-begadim asher yasu, these are the begadim that you should make. This is talking about the big day kahuna, the begadim that they're making for Aaron HaKohen, and the children, the Kohen Gadol, and the Kehanim. It says Choshen, which was like a breastplate, the ephod, and an ephod, we'll discuss exactly what that is, ume'il, and a robe, uchseinis tashbitz, some kind of fringed, like coat, garment, jacket, mitznefes, a headdress, va'avneit, and a belt, a sash. And it says, v'asu big day kodesh Aaron, you should make these holy garments for Aaron, your brother, Levanav, and for his sons, the Kehanali as Kehanim for me. On the ephod, which was like a backwards apron, that the apron part sat in the back of the Kohen and it tied in the front of him, there's a fascinating Rashi, when Rashi explains what the ephod is. Rashi says, the ephod, Loi shamati, I didn't hear, v'loi matsasi, and I couldn't find bebraisa perish tavnisa, I couldn't find or hear anywhere an explanation that explains what the ephod is. V'libi omerli, my heart tells me, shu chager le me'achayr, it tied around the Kohen from behind him. It came around from behind him and tied in front of him. Roch by its width, kiroich of gavish, was like the width of a man. Kimin sinor shekarin portzint belaz. It's like this apron that they call portzint in Old French. Shechaygris hasares kishereichfos al susim. That the noblewoman wear this garment, they wear this apron when they ride on their horses. So what's going on over here? Rashi's telling us that he couldn't find any explanation anywhere for what this ephod is, but he says, V'libi omerli, that his heart tells him that it must be this apron that the noblewomen tie around themselves when they go horseback riding. This is obviously begging for a pshat. What is going on over here? First of all, why did I say V'libi omerli? What's driving his heart to tell him that it's this kind of garment? And also, like, it's an interesting thing that it's the garment that noblewomen wear when they go horseback riding. That's the example that Rashi grabs onto to explain what this ephod, what this apron is. What's the pshat? What's the explanation? So the Sfarim bring down a very, very interesting story that happened to Rashi. It says that one day Rashi was leaving the Beis Medrash, and on his way out, there was this noblewoman who rode by on her horse, and Rashi noticed her, and Rashi noticed that she was wearing this apron that tied around her in the front. And Rashi was extremely, extremely bothered by this. Rashi was very, very bothered by the fact that he noticed this noblewoman, and even more than the fact that he noticed this noblewoman, that he even noticed what type of garment she was wearing, that she's wearing this kind of apron that tied around her in the front. Rashi was very, very perturbed by what he saw. Rashi was very careful about what he saw, and he's very perturbed that his eyes, his holy eyes, had taken in this sight. And the Sfarim is saying, this is what it means. This was Rashi's kavanah. This is Rashi's intention when he said, V'libi omerli. That Rashi's heart told him that what is the ephod? It's like this garment that these noblewomen wear. Rashi was extremely bothered by the fact that he saw this sight. And Rashi understood that because he was so careful about what he sees, he didn't take in this sight for no reason. There's a reason that he had to see this noblewoman riding the horse. And there's a reason that Rashi had to notice what type of garment she was wearing. And that's what Rashi is saying, V'libi omerli. My heart is telling me that the reason why I had to see this is because HaKadosh Baruch Hu was sending me a message so that I should be able to understand and explain what type of garment the ephod was. Because Rashi was so careful with everything he saw, therefore, he was able to say to himself that this is not for naught. There's a reason why I saw this, and the reason is because I'm stuck on trying to explain what this ephod is. This must be why HaKadosh Baruch Hu caused me to take in this sight. I think that it's very, very apropos, this story and this message for this Shabbos. Because it's a leap year, there's an extra 2 weeks to Shovavim, Truma and Tetzaveh. Usually it's over Mishpatim. We have an extra 2 weeks of Truma and Tetzaveh. We have Shovavim Tat. This week is the last Shabbos of Shovavim, which is a special time to be misakin for Averis and mistakes that we made with our eyes and with our bris. And you see, obviously it's an extremely, extremely high madrig, an extremely high level, and somewhat aspirational, but you see just an idea that when somebody is extremely careful with what they see, then if they see something that they shouldn't have, or they see something that on their level rather, they feel that maybe they shouldn't have seen it, because they're so careful about everything that they see, that this sight that they took in is a message from HaKadosh Baruch Hu coming to tell them something. It's just something to keep in mind, the power of the eyes, the power of our eyesight, the power of what we choose to look at, what we take in, and what we notice. I hope you enjoy this Dvar Torah. Have a wonderful Shabbos.